All right, guys, so it is that time. Let's go ahead and get into the best leather cases for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, quick disclaimer before we get started. This video is not sponsored by anybody. No company knows this video is being made. Nobody paid for their spot. I'm not going to put in a sponsored case into this video because I feel like that would just be dishonest for me to you. So everything on here is completely my opinion. And like I said, nobody knows about this. Nobody paid for it. Now, before we get started, all links are down in the description below, as well as any discount codes that I have. Everything is down there. So let's go ahead and get started with number 5. Now, coming in at number 5, we have the Bullstrap Flex case. So the reason why this case is number 5 is because it is not completely a leather case. Now, this case serves its own purpose. It's going to be a lot more protective than any of these other leather cases on here because it's going to have those TPU sides around there. So that's going to offer you some good drop protection as well as give you that really nice full grain leather on the back. As you guys can see, I've given this thing some use and it's starting to show a little bit of character on here. Now, you're going to get your leather camera ring, and of course, you're going to get those very nice metal buttons on your volume up and down, action button, and your power button. The bottom of it is going to be nice and open for your USB-C port, so you're going to be good to go there. Now, this is going to have a camera control cutout, but just looking at that, it's a very nice and smooth cutout. Super easy to access that camera control button. No issues there whatsoever. So everything is going to be just fine with that. Of course, we would love to see the camera control button added to this case and all these cases, but as long as it has a good cutout, I'm not too worried about that. Now, the price on this case is going to be $70, and it's going to come in a few different colors that you can choose from. Like I said, you can check those down in the description below. But yes, this is going to give you that really nice leather feel while adding that extra protection. But for me, I'm much more of a fan of all full grain leather cases where they go all the way around. So that is why this case is number 5 for me. But also, Bullstrap is going to have that really good warranty. So if you guys haven't heard, Bullstrap's warranty is basically whatever happens to your case, or even if it's all scratched up and you want a new one, just get in contact with Bullstrap and they will replace it for free twice per year, lifetime for this case. So that's going to be a huge benefit with this. All you're going to have to do is pay shipping. So even though you're spending that $70, you are still going to get pretty much free case replacements for life. So that's really great right there. Bullstrap absolutely has the best warranty when it comes to the leather case game. And quickly just taking a look at that MagSafe on here, it's going to give you pretty good MagSafe strength. So you're going to be confident using this on pretty much any of your nightstand chargers, your car mounts, all that. It's going to work just fine with all of your MagSafe accessories. And then just taking a look at how it fits, of course, it's going to have a very nice fit, even around the buttons, the bottom and the top, each corner, very, very good fit all the way around. So that is why the Bullstrap Flex is going to be number 5. Now coming in at number 4, we have the Andar Aspen. So this case is going to also be full grain leather. You're getting a metal camera ring with metal buttons on your action volume up and down and your power button. And this is going to come in so many colors that you can basically find one that's going to match your phone and just find your favorite color on there. They have so many different colors and they even have a vegan leather option. Now, as you guys know, we don't really mess with vegan leather over here. I need that full grain leather. But if you're somebody who wants vegan leather, they have an option for you. So that's really nice to see there. Now, the fit on this case, of course, is going to be excellent. Andar always has such a good fit. Bottom, top, the sides are great. My only issue, and that is why this case is not higher, is going to be the camera control cutout. Now, it's super easy to access. Of course, you don't really even have to test it, but I will just for you guys. But I really would have loved to see a closed-in cutout. Kind of like how we just had that Bullstrap Flex right there. Of course, like I said, we want to see the button, but even if not, at least have a closed-in cutout where I feel like the phone won't get scratches or any damage right over here. But unfortunately, with the Aspen this year, I'm afraid that this may get scratched up or damaged a little bit if it hits something or rubs up against something the wrong way because of how open this is. But otherwise, you're getting great buttons on here, nice and pronounced. You're going to get good MagSafe. Let's actually go ahead and test that out real quick. And you're getting pretty good MagSafe on here. So everything is going to be just fine. All of your devices, all of your chargers and everything should fit with absolutely no issues. So the price on this case is going to be $59. I do have a discount code. It is down in the description below. But all around, this is a wonderful case and it absolutely had to be in my best leather cases video. Only reason it's not higher up in the list, unfortunately, is because of this camera control button there. But the rest of it is good to go. Everything fits just fine. Even the corners are on there, very nice and tight. So Andar Aspen, number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have the Mujjo full grain leather case. So this one is going to have your metal camera ring here and your metal buttons going around the sides, and it's going to fit just like Apple's leather case. So you're going to get this very nice full grain velour leather. It's going to have some branding right there, which I'm not a huge fan of. Really, all the branding on any of these cases, even the Bullstrap, how it has the logo there, I'd really just like for us to kind of get away from all the branding, but it's kind of subtle right there, not too big of a deal. But yes, you're going to have those really nice clicky buttons. The fit on here, of course, is going to be great, even around the camera control button, top, bottom. Of course, those corners are all going to fit very nicely. The buttons are nice and clicky. My only issue with this case, unfortunately, is that even though it is full grain velour leather, it just doesn't feel as leathery as some of the other options on this case list, and actually really as much as all the other options. The Mujjo, don't get me wrong, excellent feeling case, feels great in the hand. It's not slippery, but it just doesn't have that same, like, you know, feeling as something like the Aspen or something like the Bullstrap Flex does, where if you rub your finger across them, it's just, you can kind of really feel the leather and feel all the little imperfections and stuff. Whereas on this one, it's just a little bit less leather feeling. So even though it's still an excellent case, it is full grain, real leather. I just wish it had a little bit of a better feeling on it, and I think that would cause it to patina a little bit better as well. But all the way around, it's great case, clicky buttons. The bottom is good. Everything fits very well. Now, the price on this case is going to be $59, but right now it's actually on sale for $41.30. So for that price, I absolutely recommend it. I even recommend it for $59, but for $41.30, I would highly recommend going and picking one of these up because it really is a great leather case, especially if you're someone who misses how Apple's leather case used to be and just misses the case in general. The Mujjo is probably going to be the closest option to the Apple leather case on this list. And it's also going to come in a few different colors, so you can choose out of your favorite one. And just checking out that MagSafe on the Mujjo, you're going to get pretty good MagSafe strength on there. So you definitely don't have to hesitate with any of your MagSafe accessories. This thing is going to work perfectly with them. So that's why the Mujjo is going to be number 3 on my list. All right, top 2, let's go. Starting at number 2, we are going to have the Ryan London shell case metal. Now, there's only 2 reasons why this case is number 2 on my list and it didn't make it to number 1. Number 1 of the 2 reasons is the leather quality is right up there, but it's just a tiny bit less, in my opinion, than the number 1 case. But either way, this is going to be full grain leather and the quality is amazing. You're going to get metal camera ring and metal buttons, and of course, that wonderful camera control button, which leads me to the number 2 reason why it's number 2 on my list, and that's because only the camera control button version would make it on this list. Unfortunately, the non-camera control with the cutout, I had a bad experience with it before. It ripped on me while I was recording my video for the case originally, so I had to deduct that to number 2 just because it's only a specific version of this case that would make it to this list. So that is why it's number 2. But otherwise, the camera control button on here, guys, is amazing. It is just like Apple's camera control button. This thing is perfect. It has 0 issues. Everything works wonderfully. And I literally have no complaints about this camera control button. I mean, it's super nice and smooth, sensitive, just like Apple's or Spiegel's or ESR. Everything is good. Take your picture. It's all good there. Of course, you're going to have nice fit here. Top is good. Bottom is good. Everything is good. All metal buttons. The bottom of it has a nice open USB Type-C port, so you'll be fine with any of your cables on there. And let's go ahead and check out that MagSafe. And yeah, guys, you're getting pretty good MagSafe strength on here. It's a leather case. All these leather cases, they're not going to be as great as like a TPU or a polycarbonate case or aramid fiber, but for leather, they're going to be just fine. They're going to work on your car mounts, your nightstands, your MagSafe battery packs, your wallets, all that fun stuff. Everything will work just fine on this case. And of course, Ryan London is going to give you a couple of different color options. I believe they have 3 of them, so you can kind of choose which one you like the best. This is one of my favorites right here, and I think it looks really good with the natural titanium iPhone. Now, the price on this case is going to be $77, but for that price even, I can definitely recommend this case, especially because of that camera control button, but all around, it's a wonderful case. So that is why the Ryan London shell case metal with camera control is my number 2 case. And number one, we have the Bullstrap Contemporary. Bullstrap Contemporary is by far my favorite leather case. Anytime I go to a leather case, like 95% of the time, it's going to be the Bullstrap Contemporary. You're going to get that super nice full grain leather on here. Of course, just like the Bullstrap Flex, as soon as you open it up, you're getting hit in the face with that leather smell. You can really feel the leather on this case. You're getting a leather camera ring here, nice clicky metal buttons on the sides. Everything is good. The fit is very good on here, even around the camera control button. Everything is just great on here. I mean, you can see how those corners fit. I just really love this case. Now, it's also going to have that Bullstrap warranty that I mentioned before, so I can feel comfortable recommending this case and calling it my number one, because if something happens to it, you can always go out and get a new one for only a couple of bucks, just paying shipping. So I think that's an excellent deal. Now, the price on this case is a little steep. We're talking $89. But even for that price point, I can absolutely recommend it just because of how excellent of a case this is. Your bottom is going to be great right there. Nice USB-C port. And you're going to have that same camera control cutout for the most part as on the Flex. Nice and grooved in there with really no issues. Let's go ahead and test that out real quick. We'll go ahead and, zoom in, zoom out. Everything works just fine with this. I can't say enough good things about the Bullstrap Contemporary. Now, it's also going to come in a bunch of different colors, so that way you can choose which one is your favorite. I really like the black, but I also really enjoy the slate. Honestly, I think the slate is probably my favorite color out of the Bullstrap Contemporary. This is the Flex, but this color is probably my favorite because I have the natural titanium iPhone. I think it looks best with it. But anyways, you got the brown, the ocean, all these different colors that are going to look amazing with all of the phones. I would say this is going to be the best quality leather case. It's going to be the best leather case all around. And of course, it's going to be that full grain leather that goes all the way around, which is what I'm looking for in a leather case. I'm not a huge fan of vegan leather, and I'm not a huge fan of cases that have the TPU going around the sides, but there is a huge market for those because people want that protection. That's why I had to put the Bullstrap Flex at number 5, because I just know how many people love that extra protection but still want that really good leather. But we're talking about number 1 here, and there's really not enough good things I can say about the Bullstrap Contemporary case. So I hope you guys enjoyed this list. Let me know if any of these cases match your list. I want to know what your top 5 leather cases are down in the comments below. Let me know, do you like vegan leather cases? Do you like full grain? Do you like the ones with the TPU around the sides or just leather all the way around? Do you like the open bottom leather cases? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me and allows me to consistently make these videos for you guys. And if you want to see my top 10 case list, that's the 10 cases that I think are the absolute best for the 16 Pro Max, I'll leave that video right there. And if you guys want to see my review for the Bullstrap Contemporary for my number 1 case, I'll leave that video right here.